Hi, I'm Alex Salem, a transformation strategist and someone who's lived the questions you're probably asking right now. I've been there. I know the guilt of wanting more, the fear of letting people down, the confusion of not knowing where you belong, and the pressure to prove yourself in systems that were never designed for you to thrive. I know what it's like to feel overlooked or underestimated because of how you show up in the world, whether it's your background, your gender, or simply the fact that you don't fit the mold. Being seen as different can create a quiet dissonance between how others perceive you and who you truly are. And I carry that understanding into every space I lead. Have you ever felt like you're living in two different worlds? Like you're constantly trying to meet everyone's expectations, your families, your cultures, and sometimes everyone's but your own. I know that feeling. I wasn't always this clear. Like many first and second generation immigrants, I grew up walking a tightrope between cultures. One side said, blend in, don't make waves, keep the peace. The other said, stand out, be bold, chase your truth. You see, a long time ago, I was a newcomer navigating identity, survival, and the pressure to succeed in a world that didn't always have space for someone trying to find their place. I came to Canada because I was expected to create a better future for myself. If I was to stay, then I would have needed to stay for the military as well. It was pretty hard. It was more challenging than what I thought because I was raised somewhere else with different values, different culture, different language, different sense of humor. On the outside, I did everything right, checking every box to make everyone proud. Good education, good jobs, the version of success I was taught to chase. But somewhere along the way, in trying to be everything others expected, I started losing touch with what I expected from myself. And that quiet tension started to speak louder. It wasn't until I hit a wall, emotionally and mentally, that I paused and asked, whose blueprint for life am I following? That question changed everything. I stopped hustling just to prove myself. I stopped chasing what was expected and started listening more deeply to what I actually needed. Through reflection, research, trial and error, I began rebuilding my life, not around obligation, but around clarity, courage, and authenticity. And now I help others do the same. I started asking different questions. What kind of life feels like mine? What do I value? And what kind of impact do I want to leave behind? Today, I help people who feel caught between cultures and expectations. People who want to feel whole, not split. I work with immigrants and professionals navigating transition, identity, and leadership. I also support organizations that want to go beyond surface level diversity, leaders who are ready to co-create cultures of care, belonging, and purpose-driven growth. Because belonging isn't about who gets invited to the table, it's about who feels seen when they arrive. I help leaders notice the quiet ways people and their teams may be shrinking or feeling invisible, and give them the tools to create cultures where everyone can contribute fully. My approach isn't just coaching or consulting, it's a human-centered practice that blends empathy, cross-cultural fluency, and future-focused strategy. I bring real-world experience, deep listening, and pattern recognition into every conversation, from navigating imposter feelings to helping teams become more inclusive. From career reinvention to leadership transitions, I help people reconnect with what's real and move forward from there. Whether you're bicultural, newcomer trying to be part of something bigger than yourself, a leader trying to build an inclusive culture, or someone standing at the threshold unsure of your next chapter. That version of you, the one you've been holding back, that's the one the world actually needs. Your setbacks can become your setups. Your roadblocks can become your building blocks. This isn't about changing who you are, it's about returning to who you are with more trust and more alignment. It's about showing up on your terms, in your time, and in your truth. Whether you're building a new path, leading with purpose, or seeking clarity in transition, this is your space to begin. Let's start the chapter you've been waiting to write for yourself, your leadership, and your future.